Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome back to Civilization 5 series. I am actually really happy right now for no reason. This day started so awfully for me, you have no idea. I was so angry, mad and sad at all of those things at once this morning. And now I'm feeling great, I guess. That's my reaction to this. I guess I'm kinda neurotic. Neurotic, not erotic, those are two different things. Then again, I guess I am a serial picker pole, and poles usually are a little bit neurotic as well, so there's that. Also, I did kind of watch Sonia Shide, you know, to cheer me up, and this has a tendency of making me go happy, even when I'm supposed to be super mad, sad, annoyed, and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's talk about the game. Budapest cancelled some kind of a quest that I probably didn't care about anyway. Meanwhile, my couple of bowmen are ready to move out. You may notice this isn't exactly where we left off last time. I did finish the previous stand that I started on previous videocast before restarting the recording. Reason being, there wasn't really anything to do. I just moved a few units, that's it. Moved the trireme and started healing it, stuff like that. Really nothing important. I also started moving my walkboat down south because I will want to improve those fishes as soon as I can. And I'll probably... okay, thank you, that was weird. And I'll probably expand to this fish tower relatively quickly, although right now it looks like borders are going to grow in a different direction. But keep in mind that for only 30 gold I can buy out this tile, and I will have 30 golds, no problem. So there is that. Meanwhile, I'm still preparing an assault for Budapest. It is going to be a difficult one, mind you. I'm most certainly going to suffer heavy casualties, and I may be on the... I may actually possibly lose that as well. I'll be very close to losing that at the very least. I'll do my best not to lose it, mind you, but I cannot promise a victory, which is not something I would want to tell my soldiers, obviously. I'm promising them honor and glory and utter defeat of all my enemies, but I cannot guarantee this is actually going to happen. Budapest is really well defended. This Galeas is actually the thing that I fear the most. What I hope to do is lure it out with my trireme, but AI unfortunately is smarter than this. They'll keep the Galeas in Budapest and just attack me through with it as often as possible. What I would love to do is catch those crossbowmen off guard while they are not in a city and annihilate them before they can do any real damage. Thing is though, I cannot actually see how much damage I'll deal if I were to attack right now, but I'm not sure if I could kill both of them at once in the same turn, even if I were to catch them off guard, which is something I really want to do, but it may not necessarily happen. Right now, if I were ready, this would be a perfect setup to attack Budapest. I mean, their units are outside of the city, I could just snipe them out and then attack the city casually with only a Galeas protecting it. It still would, you know, have quite a considerable firepower, mind you, but this would be much easier to take it out, probably have no problems from that point forth. But unfortunately, I have to wait, I need more units to be prepared, and then I guess I'll just wait for the opening, by which I mean wait for the two crossbowmen to walk out of Budapest again, because they'll probably walk back into Budapest any second now. Alright, I trust that Siberia Shipper has things queued up. No, only the packmen, alright. What do I want to do next? Well, cargo ships, because I wasn't able to make them before. This skilled would probably be also quite useful, actually. But cargo ship, more so, definitely more so. Because I need to start actually transferring food between the two cities, but that being the pasture and Siberia Shipper. It's so awkward getting used to those cities being called such way instead of saying Seoul and Busan, and I really like Korean names pretty much as I like everything about Korea. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get used to that, but hey, let's try and have fun, right? Anyway, Pashto still working granary, so I don't really have to rush those ships, since I'll only be able to use one of those cargo ships. And actually, wow, I made the production queue just right. So the first cargo ship is going to move food from Siberia Shipper to pasture, and the second one will move food from pasture to Siberia Shipper, and apparently this will cause me to have more food than I should have, so basically what is going to happen is I'm going to transfer, let's say, an apple from Siberia Shipper to pasture, and an apple from pasture to Siberia Shipper, and as a result I'll have 4 apples instead of 2, which makes no sense, but that's how Civilization 5 works, and hey, I'm not going to complain, it's going to help me a lot. So yeah, anyway, Those Pac-Man think they can stop me? Well, they can, but I wasn't really going to stand on this dune tower with my Pac-Man. I was going to go onto the sea. I might actually leave those Pac-Man, or maybe those ones, on the sea tower, coast tower rather. Just because this way I would be able to move quickly onto one of those two towers if they are unoccupied. If they are, then I could still suicide into one of those towers if this would mean that I could snap out the crossbowman. Also, Galeas out of Budapest. So nice. But even if it does stay outside of Budapest when I attack it, it will not help me a lot. Reason being, my trireme no way is going to be able to take it out. So Galeas will make short work with my trireme, then go back to Budapest, or even not go back to Budapest and just continue firing at me. That said, my horses could actually probably take it down, especially when I would use my catapult as well. This could work. Pac-Man? Oh, well, keep moving, I guess. Actually, I can now move 2 towns at once because I finished making my road, and I'm losing gold now, which I needed. I needed to buy out a tower. Bad things are happening. Alright, I'll need to make some kind of a deal with somebody, if at all possible. Obviously, I'll soon spend less gold on maintenance on this boat tower, on this walkabout, but then again, I cannot right now because of reasons. Because, let me try and express what I'm trying to say. Because I need the gold to be able to use this walkboat to walk this fish tower, which is not something I am capable of doing right now. Kinda annoying, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So anyway, dear Pac-Man, you walk... Wait, what is this warrior doing here? I don't even know. He's creating... He's being awkward, that's what he's doing. Anyway, I guess I'll move my Pac-Man over here, since I don't have much else to do or say, apparently. Oh, Sofia gave me a new unit. Okay, this explains a bit on why I'm losing even more gold. And now I moved my unit out of the city, so I'm losing even more gold because I now have to pay for its maintenance, and before I didn't have to. Kinda awkward, I'm not gonna lie. But, fortunately, this extra unit for Sofia is exactly what I needed to actually conquer Budapest. Because right now, I think I do have enough military to actually attack and to kill them whenever I choose to do so. Meanwhile, dear Walker, please move into pasture and be prepared to improve the sword tower as soon as I grab it. Thank you very much. I need more walkers, I realize, but I don't have them right now, and you cannot have everything, I guess. Alright, this trireme is costing me gold. I don't need it right now. I'm just gonna disband it. I will not gain the gold from disbanding it, but at least I'll lose less gold per turn. I could also disband this trireme, but can I actually save gold by having it in a city? No. Do I care about having this trireme at all? Are there any areas I could explore with it? No. So you're dead as well. I kinda need those triremes, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather get rid of them and not lose gold than not get rid of them and lose gold. So yeah. Now I'll be able to improve this tower. I bought it immediately just in case I'm losing like 0.1 gold per turn, which is possible. The game says that I'm gaining and losing 0, but maybe I'm losing a bit, and UI doesn't reflect that, so better safe than sorry. I could of course change my city to gold production, but this wouldn't change anything, as you can clearly see, so yeah. I didn't know that before. I should have checked, but honestly I probably wouldn't want Cyberashipa to work on gold focus anyway. It's not usually the best thing you can imagine. Alright. Huacha slowly but surely moving to its location. I can enter the next one. And OMG, I really need to visit the toilet, which is bad. I just started this videocast. Only, what, 9 times ago. So yeah. What is this music? I cannot hear it. Can you hear it? It kind of sounded like a Polynesian music for a second. I guess I'm mistaken. Anyway, come on game. Finish your task. Oh, this is interesting. I'm losing... No, I'm not, you liar! See? I told you. This is exactly what I thought might happen. I am actually losing gold, like 0.5 gold or something, so I'm not losing any more, taking any treasury penalties, and I don't think I actually am gaining science penalties because of budget deficit. As you can see, I'm losing 0.65 gold per turn. See? As I said, better safe than sorry. I wouldn't have been able to buy this tile if I did not buy it last turn. So, sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I have my moments. Anyway, now I'm out gaining gold because I lost a unit that was costing me gold, nice, and I'll no longer suffer a science penalty, which is nice again. This guy... OMG, are we ready? Am I willing to attack right now? This might be a pretty poor idea, but this swordsman is right out in the open. I could snap him so easily. But the biggest problem, and something I should really care about the most, are the crossbowmen. Can I snipe them easily? The answer is no, I could not. My Hwachias are awesome, but one Hwachia will not snipe at a crossbowman in one shot. Nuh-uh. And there's also this pikeman right next to my Hwachia and my catapult. And Hwachias are very vulnerable to pikemen, trust me. So before I do declare war, I want to have my pikeman inside Budapest tiles, so that he can act as a bit of a meat shield for my Hwachias, which, as I said, are fairly susceptible to the enemy firepower. Any kind of attack, really. They are not the best ones when defending. Which is cool, it's fine. They are not meant to defend, they are meant to kill. And they are very good at it, trust me. Anyway, I think I'm going to move ever so slightly, maybe? Move my Hwachi over here, I don't really want to do that now. So I guess I'll move this composite bomber over here and then have two pikemen next to the shore ready to disembark whenever possible. This will cost me a 10 though, but I don't have to attack on the same turn as a disembark. Keep in mind it's a city-state, I can walk on its borders and pretend that nothing's happening. I'll get away with that. Okay, move food or production to pasture. I kinda need both, but food is more important early on, so I'll start with food and immediately pasture actually gains population. I need to watch out, however, because I'm running low on happiness. I can make a Colosseum in Siberia Shipa and in pasture, so I'll be okay. I'll also improve salt, so this will be even more happiness for me. So I guess I don't really need to worry too much about gaining too much population, never mind. Anyway, let's end my turn. I'm having a blast right now, I don't know about you. Uncle Watt created, this would explain why Polynesia is doing so well on the science front. They have education. As I should as well, but I don't have it. Religion enhanced. Assassin's Creed, good. Actually, I'm kinda curious, which religion do I want for me? Okay, now is the worst time to attack. Not only my Hwachi is actually blocked, it cannot enter the town I wanted it to enter, but also the enemy crossbowman is actually inside Budapest, which is not the best thing ever. So anyway, Pastor has 3 citizens, and let's have a quick look at the enemy's beliefs. Why not? It might be very interesting. Pastafarianism, what do they have? For followers, extra protection for cities with specialists. Interesting. Not too keen on that, however, if I were to adapt this. Especially since goddess of festivals. I'm not sure if Pantheon beliefs of somebody that takes over your cities with their religion actually override your Pantheon belief. I assume that is the case, but I can't actually be certain. I never really cared to check that. Usually I have religion, so it's all or nothing for me. And right now it's not, because I don't have a religion. Either way, there is that. Kuna, let's have a quick look. They have more protection from fishing boats. Decent, decent. And but that's from Pantheon. Followers. Faith to purchase cathedrals. I could actually use it, I guess, for extra happiness. And Walk of Art slots and culture, why not? What else for followers? And pagodas. Oh, I kinda want to adopt Kuna now. That's interesting. Freemasonry. Awesome follower bonus. I really love religious community. I think it's my favorite. Getting extra production is so cool. So yeah, I kind of want Freemasonry. What else? Assassin's Creed. Let's have a quick look. Follower. Faith to purchase monasteries. Not too bad. Monasteries, if I do believe they give you extra stuff if you have a wine or incense. So it's not the best, but it's something. And also mosques. Mosques are nice, or in general, but they're mostly faith focused and they don't give you a lot of happiness. Only 1 happiness if I remember, so not the best. So Assassin's Creed, not the best religion for me. Freemasonry would be the best, and the second would be Huna. So I kind of want those 2 religions. And who is the person that has Huna and Freemasonry? Huna is owned by Polynesian, okay, but I care about Freemasonry more, and I don't know who this is. Knowing my luck, it will be England, which I swore to destroy. Whatever. I can adopt the religion and then destroy them, I mean, that's fine, right? Anyway, shepherds, just stay there. Composite bowman, what do I do with you? Move on this town, I guess, why not? Although there will be a little bit of a traffic jam now. I'm not too keen on what I just did. Anyway, no, I don't want to click on you. I want to click on the pikeman. Thank you. Now you can land. I would actually rather have those guys landed already, if at all possible. You continue swimming. You go over here. So the next 10 or the 10 after that, I can immediately enter this desert tile. And you do nothing for the 10 because those effing bastards took your amazing spot for bombarding Budapest. Yeah, I know you didn't finish your 10, but I cannot do anything with you right now. Right, next 10 I have chivalry. And is anybody going to make Alhambra right now? That is a big question, because if not, it will be all or nothing. I'll try to get Alhambra myself. Somebody at the Renaissance, nobody I know of, so that's interesting. I expected Polynesia to be the best. Apparently they are not, in terms of science. More truffles, some things ended. Alright, first of all, I have chivalry. So in a second, decide if I want to go for Alhambra. Probably yes, I already went so far to actually try to get it. Pack has been recruited as spy, and by the way, it's Pack, not Park. There is no R in there, it's just put it there by Koreans to make it easier to remember and pronounce for Americans. But originally it's Pack, with no R whatsoever. Just saying, a little bit of information every now and again is nice. Polynesia did not somebody, hopefully England again. Mombasa seek new riches, they want truffles. Well, one day perhaps, well not right now. And I no longer trade diamonds for copper, which is something I definitely do want to trade. So, dear Brazil, I will kill you soon, but until then, let's trade.
Hola?
Hola, indeed. Hola! Hey, I know this one! See? I know a bit of Portugal. Yeah, actually I don't have copper to trade, I just realized. Interesting. What happened to my copper? Did I trade all my copper away? I guess I did, because I didn't need it. Either way, I got to trade him copper again. Why? Well, it's fairly simple actually. After I declare war on a city-state, this guy might like me less, so it will cost me more to gain his luxury resource. And as a direct result of that, I want to trade right away. So this will not reflect on my happiness, I'll still have 3 happiness, but by improving another copper tile, I'll easily gain more happiness. I cannot believe I forgot to improve one of those copper tiles. Whatever, not a very big deal honestly. Pact, you say. Where do I want to send you? Well, I will need to protect Sabra Shipa, because I'm Korea, people will want to steal from me, but they won't want to steal from me right now, because I'm doing very poorly, 4th in place. And Polynesia apparently is still the best, as I thought they should be, so obviously I'm going to go over there. I could send a diplomat to increase my tourism, but right now my tourism output is so poor. I would much rather have a spy against a bit of extra tech. So please go over there. Hopefully nobody is going to discover him. And if so, then too bad. I could also send him to one of the city-states, but I don't think that is really too important. I could send him to Monaco. Will probably be very important for me later down the line when the city-states start to hate me for being a warmonger towards other city-states. But right now I think I'm fine. Alright. Are we in a snap position? Not really. Those crossbowmen are fairly well protected. I could catch them off guard. I cannot really run towards them, and actually this is something very interesting idea. If I were to position my spearmen over here, I couldn't attack the crossbowmen at the same time, but I would not block any of them from entering the city either, because they are right next to it, right? Okay, I'll think about it some more in a second. You need these orders. Well, Yuri says I will start moving you into Budapest towns fairly quickly, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to start moving them this turn. Oh, whoa, no, I don't want to have you selected when I move my camera, thank you. Yeah, Hortus will be able to fire next turn, so let's move you in a little bit. I think I'm willing to accept the fact that one crossbowman will be in Budapest, but I'm willing to try my luck anyway. Just, you know, to make it a bit more interesting, see what is going to happen. You walk on those tiles as well, I guess. Those guys still do not fear me, which is kinda scary that they do not fear me, even though I would think that I'm doing reasonably well. Spearman will be Mamichu, that is going to die very quickly anyway, so you go over there. Huacha going into the range of the city and set up, you go closer a little bit. Yeah, Budapest is not going to be stupid, they will know that something's very fishy. And it is indeed. Can I blackmail them? Let's just make sure. Ask for tribute. No, I still cannot. They kind of fear my military. Now I'm at 50 of fear coming from a military. But that's about it. They are really not afraid. And I'm starting to be afraid as a direct result of that. I may have to postpone my invasion by just a little bit longer again. Anyway, OMG, I almost forgot I was supposed to try and go for Alhambra. I was ready to press the next 10 button, in fact. But yes, I will try to go for Alhambra. It is very much possible that somebody will steal it. Now what I'm going to do is... Did somebody get Alhambra already? Apparently so. Why did nobody tell me that in the comments? Seriously, those comments are there. You could have at least told me that somebody got Alhambra. I forgot. I guess you forgot as well. I shouldn't blame you for this, but I can and I will. Well, that was a completely utter waste. Yeah, somebody got Alhambra. I either didn't notice that or did not remember that, but I can't go for Alhambra, even though I have access to it right now. I don't remember anybody ever going for Alhambra though. I seriously do not. I mean, I know my memory is not the most trustworthy thing on the universe, I know, but still, that's kind of surprising, honestly. Anyway, anything else I would like to rush? Well, printing press would be nice. I do need to be education though, so let's F the Wanderers for the time being. I seriously need education, so let's go for that. After that, machinery into printing press. Machinery is very nice, printing press is also very, very nice. I could also make a Nox of the university and either use it to jump into gunpowder, or acoustics, or printing press, or anything really. Even astronomy would be nice for the turtle ship, because it doesn't cost any strategic resources, and yet it is actually very, very nice. Especially against cities. Anyway. Yeah. Let's end the turn. See what is going to happen. Where the crossbow are going to move, most definitely into the city tower, I assume. Alright, alright. Go on, game. Come on, come on. Who's a good game? Who's a good... Yeah, they moved into the city. Galeas moved out of the city, but it doesn't really help me all that much. I could try and see if I can rush down the city in one turn, but it's fairly unlikely that I can. Well, anyway. River protection. And declare war. Yes. Alright! Time to get the warmongering going. I'm currently at war with Budapest. What about the war music? Is it here? It is there, but it's not a Korean war film. I think it's just a regular Asian war film, isn't it? Yes, it is. How about we click the music? Wait, is this? I don't remember the Korean war film, and I played as Korea so many times, so it's kind of embarrassing. But let's click it. And that's another Asian war film, generic. And again, I guess. And that's just a peace theme. Whatever, I take that. I guess it's warmonger enough. Anyway, let's start killing people. Let's see how much damage I can deal to Budapest. Not at all. Very bad. They do have a castle, I guess. I did notice that, don't worry. I can do quite a bit of damage to Galeas, though. And it is very tempting, especially since this watcher doesn't have range over anything else. And damage Galeas does less damage than non-damage Galeas. So, let's do just that. And open fire on this bad boy. Let's also help myself with a catapult, which deals no damage whatsoever because it's an effing catapult firing at a Galeas. But at least it's an extra bit of damage. Now this watcher has no other attack. Actually, it can fire upon those soldiers. I mean swordsmen, which is I guess what I will do. I do want to snipe the enemy's units before taking on the city. Those pikemen I could use to attack the swordsmen again, which is quite tempting, I have to say. Or I could use my spearmen for the very same thing. Actually, first of all, let's just use those pikemen and see how much damage I can deal. For a considerable amount of damage, and wow, I almost killed them. I can finish them off with a spearman, which is fairly substantial, except I cannot because I cannot move from town next to a city, which is kinda sad. Alright. In this case, I could attack from I could launch an ambitious amphibious attack, which would be a fairly bad idea. Oh well, I actually have to use a Huacha to kill those guys, don't I? I could use a composite bowman, or I could just leave those guys be. It's also an option. Either way, I do want to attack those crossbowmen and kill them if at all possible, because they are the biggest threat, I would say. Those pikemen, not a very big threat to me right now. So let's attack the crossbowmen. I should have done this last, I just realized. I should have softened them up with arrows first, so let's do just that. I guess I'll soften them up with composite bowmen and then attack with a Huacha. Because I do want Huacha to gain the majority of experience. So yeah. And also, very nice, I won't actually kill those crossbowmen, which is important, because now those pikemen have no way of attacking my Huacha. Actually, they wouldn't have anyway, because those spearmen do block their moves, so I guess there is that. Now I cannot kill those swordsmen in one turn in any way aside from using an amphibious attack, which is fine by me. I'll just sit here and be ready to pillage a tower. I could actually attack Budapest. I don't think it's very important to do right now. I'll just land those Pac-Man here and reinforce with those guys and be ready to pillage for when I need to heal up a little. I think those are all my units. Yeah, I think all of their move sets have been made. It's going relatively well right now. I'm liking it. I really am. Things are going okay, but let's see how much damage I'm going to take for the crossbowmen, Galeas, and the Pac-Man. Those... If AI is stupid, they'll try to kill my spearmen. They'll definitely succeed in that. They'll maybe try to kill my catapult, which again is fine. But if they aren't playing smart and they'll focus on my Hochas, then this could be bad. So hopefully AI is really stupid. Unfortunately, it probably isn't. It is actually fairly decent. Now Polynesia is actually at Renaissance. Not the best thing ever, but I guess this was to be expected. They do have the best science after all. So yeah, is this actually the first war we had in this video series? I think it is. Wow. And I wanted to play as a warmonger. Look at me now. Either way, I'm happy this war started. And the enemy was actually fairly stupid. They did attack my spearmen after all. Huacha's were damaged, but only a little bit, so it's fine. People with pointy sticks. Wow, this is really scary. Somebody is a warmonger. A good warmonger like me. But Pedro is definitely not prepared, so he'll get what's coming for him. By which I mean death. Most certainly death. A gruesome and horrible death. Alright, let's make more Huachas. I will need them, since I'm probably going to lose some units, and I do need to keep reinforcements if possible. This guy is pretty stupid. He can attack my Huacha now, but even a swordsman is going to do basically no damage to Huacha when attacking from a boat with no health whatsoever. I think I can ignore him now safely. And this is in fact precisely what I'm going to do. I will heal up by pillaging this farm tower. I guess that's okay. What else? What else? I will need to kill this crossbowman with some kind of range in it, which is not exactly ideal, unfortunately. But I guess this is something I will have to do. I'll move my Pac-Man over here a little bit. Huacha will open fire on Budapest, I guess. It is ready to pillage and heal up if necessary, but I guess this is not something I will do right now. Galeas was stupid. It did not swim inside this safety of Budapest, so I can continue to try and kill it. Maybe I'll kill it right now, depending on the RNG. Maybe, no, I was fairly close. Huacha is really good, as I said, against units, but that was not close enough, unfortunately. You guys fortify and try to heal up. You guys, I guess... No, those guys are going to kill the enemy crossbowmen, so then those composite bowmen can move in and be able to attack whatever they need to. And oh, hello there! There is a Pac-Man over here. I'm bugged. Well, I guess they can land safely, unfortunately, but I can kill them very quickly with my composite bowmen and Huachas. So that's not a very big problem. Any other unit that is ready to attack? Yes, there is a Huachas. So I could either make sure that this small swordsman does absolutely nothing whatsoever to me ever, but as I said, I don't really think I care about him anymore. Since he's got basically no damage output whatsoever, and even if he does attack Huacha, he'll do basically nothing to it. So I think I'm better off trying to attack Budapest, which is exactly what I'll do. I start applying a little bit of pressure, doing very minor damage, but I will be able to destroy it. I'll be an extreme warmonger apparently if I capture the city. So be it! That's who I plan to be, an extreme warmonger. Alright, this is my third cargo ship. Let's move it to pasture. So once the granary is finished, it can move food to Seoul, Severa Shipa. So this is nice. Another Huacha, ready to fire. By all means, please do fire at Budapest. Oh yes. I just adore Huacha so much. I really do. What an amazing unit in an invention. Anyway, this videocast is actually fairly interesting, but also long enough for me to end it as soon as Budapest fires back. So let's see what those poor bastards are going to do. What units that are going to try and attack and destroy and damage. No longer friends with Monaco, it's actually quite fine, I assure you. They're trying to snipe out my Pac-Man, which is fine. They are going to survive this assault, I'm pretty certain. They're taking quite a bit of damage, but even those swordsmen shouldn't be able to actually finish them off. And another Galeas! Ouch, didn't see this one coming, but it's not going to save Budapest at all. Especially since it's actually focus firing on the catapult, which by no means is an important target. Unfortunately, this Galeas healed. but that's okay. Either way, video has been long enough, so stay tuned if you want to see me winning this battle, hopefully, and conquering Budapest, and probably burning it to the ground, because that's what I said I wanted to do. Besides, I'm not sure if I am even capable of keeping my cities, because we may have this bug where the courthouse doesn't work. Either way, it was PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Spammer. If you liked what you see, then please leave a like. Also, please do leave a comment. I like them, and they help me. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.